what is a trait that you see is lacking in the youth nowadays? When you see married couples, what's a trait that you find that's lacking in their character? And this basically that they could have fixed when they were in their youth stages, their 16s, 17s, 18s, even 15s, 14s.
So you're talking about married shabab?
Yeah, like married people, what trait were they missing when they were younger? That they could have worked on and it could have had a better impact on their marriage.
The answer is one. I mean, I can mention a few, but there's this one that always stands out in therapy. Defensiveness. Not taking responsibility. Not taking blame for what you've done. Reversing the blame. Playing the victim. It's never your fault. It's always someone else's fault. Defensiveness. That is a killer of marriage, man. It's one of the most common traits. I mean, we're all defensive to some level, right?
That's right. If you're accused,
we're all defensive. But there's a difference between the impulsiveness, the counterattack, the reversing the blame, and so on and so forth. So defensiveness really is saying, I am not the problem, you are the problem. Defensiveness is saying, I see a perceived attack. What I see is a perceived attack on my ego. And that's why it's so dangerous. Defensiveness is what the defensive person sees, a perceived attack on his ego. So then he becomes very defensive, right? And when you're defensive in marriage, it means you're not empathetic. It means you're impulsive. It means you're reversing the blame. It means you're not taking responsibility. And all those are ingredients for disaster, right? I need 2-3 sessions just to teach a man how to take some responsibility. And he's so impulsive to be defensive, and I have to stop it.
Yeah, can't even take advice.
But once we establish a relationship, he trusts me.
Yeah.
Even then, and he tries his best, the defensiveness still tries to creep in. I still need to stop it.
So even that's an addiction. If we're talking about...
I wouldn't call it an addiction, but it's just impulsive.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a knee-jerk reaction. Because why? The ego perceives it's under attack. Yes. So he goes into fight and flight mode. You with me, boys? Defensiveness. Work on this trait. How do you work on it? Can I give some quick points?
Yes.
This is how you work on defensiveness. First, self-awareness. Look at when you're becoming defensive, what happens in your body. Do you feel a rush, a gush? Does your heart rate increase? Does your breath decrease? Do you start shallow breathing? What happens with your body when you become defensive? You need to pay attention to that first. Then, you need to ask yourself, what am I defensive about, really? Right? And then learn how to self-regulate that. Start breathing correctly. If you can't interact because it's you're too escalated, right? Call a timeout. And there's rules to calling a timeout as well. You've got to say, look, I'm feeling flooded, feeling triggered and defensive. I don't want to say something to hurt you because I value our marriage. I need a 30-minute break. It's important to add a time here because some couples are very anxiously attached. They can't, if you stonewall them or give them a silent treatment, that's punishment for them.
You think that you're running away.
He's running away, where's he going? Does he hate me? Is he leaving? Is he cheating? Their mind goes to Mars and back. Don't do that. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Yes.
You go, you breathe, you salli an nabi, you make wudu.
Visit your parents maybe, something.
You do something, relax, and then you come back and round two, So defensiveness, control your defensiveness.
Yes, that's very good advice actually. It's an umbrella solution, inshallah.